What's going on, YouTube? It's the Green Shiz. Time for the 400 subscriber Q&A. Gonna get right into this. I had a crazy weekend. It is 10 p.m. at night. Been really looking forward to get into this. I got it pulled up here on the screen. Gonna go through them. Newest question to oldest question, and then also jump into the giveaway here at the end. So hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna answer these to the best of my abilities without skimming over anything, and appreciate again everybody for all the subscribes and all the love. So appreciate it. Gonna start off here with a question from Xeno, 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 I believe. What is your favorite Pokemon game? Man, I could definitely say I played blue version, silver version, sapphire version, and I want to say sapphire is probably my favorite game. That was the first game I ever got a level 100 Pokemon, legit. So that, I don't know, I invested the most time into that game. I love Kyogre. He is probably one of my top favorite Pokemon of all time. So Sapphire, I gotta say Sapphire version, 100%. Japanese great at Pokemon. He says, I'm going down the personal route for my question. Tell us a little bit more about your life. What's your job? When did you get into buying Pokemon cards to grade? Help your channel continue to grow. Put out good content. Appreciate it, man. So, a lot in there. So, a little bit more about my life. I am 30 years old, work full-time, have worked full-time since the age of 18. Focused primarily on work. Bought a house when I was 20. Was going to school that whole time. Still going to school. We'll get a little. I know there's questions about school a little later on, so we'll get into that. But got a wife, married 6 years, two kids under the age of 4. So I got a 3-year-old and 1-year-old. Keep me very busy. Live in suburbs of Metro Detroit. Don't live in Detroit, live in Metro Detroit. So I drive 20 minutes to get to Detroit if I want to go down there. Love going to see sport games. Love the Red Wings. Love the LA Rams now. Lions suck. But yeah, that's kind of me. I got into Pokemon when I was a kid. Was balls deep into Pokemon like most people were. It was elementary school thing for me, collecting cards. Never really played competitively like everybody else collected cards. And then recently here, there was a big gap. Like, I stopped really playing Pokemon around Sapphire version and then got back into it literally when the pandemic hit. And that was April of last year is when I got into it. That's literally when I started buying Pokemon. I started buying cards last year in 2020. The first lot was off of Facebook Marketplace. Saw it come up there. I'm like, man, this lot is worth much more than $2,300. It was base, jungle, fossil, both gym sets, base 2, complete Black Star promo, all of them, including Pokemon Center and the other one. So it was a good set. And then I flipped that for $4,000 the next week. So within a week, I made $1,700. My mind exploded, and I had to learn more and get more into it. I didn't even know about graded cards at this point. So that was the rabbit hole I started down. This was, like I said, April, May, June last year. So I've been doing this for about a year and a half now, and it's been quite the ride. I think that answers most of your question. Congrats on 400 subs from May Bucks. Question: who has the biggest PSA 10 Zapdos collection out there? Probably Gem Mint Pokemon. He probably doesn't intentionally have it, but man, he has PSA 10 of every WotC Zapdos, Wizards of the Coast Zapdos. Not so much Japanese that I'm aware of, at least unless he is going after it, he hasn't really announced it, but I'd like to think I'm maybe in the top 5. That'd be cool. But yeah, the people that are chasing the complete PSA 10 Zapdos or WotC sets tend to have that. They basically have the best set of anything, really, if you look at it, because they got every holo in PSA 10, and those are the whales. It's crazy. It is crazy. Kid Fresh, congrats on 400 mark. My question is, your beard hair color natural or do you dye it? Because that thing is darker than dark. Yeah, it is. It's 100% natural. My eyes are brown, but they're literally black. You can't see brown. My beard's black. My hair's dark. Besides the gray coming in, but yeah, this thing is thick and needs to get trimmed. But it's natural. I don't dye my beard, bro. Mr. Dan Pianowski, you're crushing it, dude. I'm crazy happy for you, and watching your videos takes me back to Taft Elementary School. My question is, who would have a better Pokemon collection, you now or 10-year-old Tim T? So Tim T is my my best friend. He was the best man at my wedding. And Dan grew up with us in elementary school, middle school, high school. Well, Tim left for high school, but Tim's collection back in the day, better Pokemon, you now or so me now or Tim back in the day. So show you what Tim's collection looked like back in the day. That's about it. No, he had a handful of cards, but I definitely eclipse him now. He had some good cards, but now I don't know any personal person that I know in real life besides obviously collectors that I've met through the hobby, but people from Michigan, I don't know anybody with more Pokemon cards than me, and that's pretty cool. Next question, Bobo Boo. What countries have you been to and where do you want to travel the most? So, United States, born and raised, Canada, frequent, in the automotive industry, and one of my customers was in Canada, so I go there about once a month. I've never been to Mexico. I've been to Germany for work, also for work. We're headquartered out of Friedrichsdorf in Germany, so I went over there for about a week. Was pretty cool, gorgeous, old buildings. It's absolutely insane. Highly recommend getting out there. Church from like the 1700s. We got to just every building out there is crazy old. It's awesome compared to the U.S. Been to Costa Rica. Went there for my honeymoon. That place is absolutely gorgeous. That was a great country. That's in Central America. It's like one country away from South America if you're traveling through Mexico South. That's about it for countries. Never went to Mexico. Almost went a couple times. Then COVID hit. Might be going to Mexico here in the next year, maybe after COVID calms down a little bit for work. And then, yeah, so place I'm looking forward to. I'd love to go back to Europe, maybe Ireland, Germany, France with the family, or at least the wife, so she could check it out. I know that's on her bucket list for sure. So probably somewhere over there, I'd say. Or maybe Australia sometime, the Golden Coast. So that's about it for that. Let's go, Josh. This is MJ Amjad. What's the one card you still really want for your personal collection? PSA 10 first edition Zapdos base set. That card's been over $4,000 for a while. It was at like $8,000, $9,000 at the peak. It's traveling now a lot closer to $4,000. So Probably leaning towards that. That's like the crown jewel of the Zapdos collection, but I got other goals. I want the PSA 9 first edition set. I want to finish that first. Um, so I'm struggling. I'm going too many different ways. I need to hone in on something, but yeah, right now I'm chasing the PSA 9 first ed base hollow set. So the Zapdos will happen sometime. Maybe a trade will come up sometime, hopefully, and I can acquire one. That'd be cool. Just dropping $4,500 something dollars on a Zapdos kind of hurts. When I can get like a PSA 9 first edition Blastoise, it seems like a lot more of a solid purchase to me. Next question from Hado, Hado Ken. What do you think of Charizard coming back on the newest set pack leak? So I'm guessing this is to the one that just got leaked, like you said. The V stars, I think they're cool. I wish they actually put a star and not the word star. The art is okay. I don't know. It's modern. It's another Charizard. It'll probably be like Champion's Path or Darkness Ablaze. It's got a Charizard in it. It's a different type of Charizard, so I'm curious to see if there's like a secret rare version. I don't think I've seen that yet, but the pack art, I think there's a pack art with a Charizard on it, and that looks pretty dope. So I don't know. It'll probably trend like the other ones. It'll be about $200 because it's a Charizard, $250 draw. So I don't know. Curious to see how it goes myself. Curious what other V stars are coming. I know there's two of them I think leaked. It was that one and Arceus. So Arceus is a sick Pokemon. Karn, a lot of comments. Wow, congrats on the subs. What's the end goal of your collecting? How many rounds would you last against Jake Paul? If this was able to be your full-time job, would you do this or use your engineering degree? So what's the end goal of my collecting? I don't know, man. It's tough. Like I'm collecting and I'm selling like most collectors do. You follow them on Instagram, they're always selling. So I'm buying and selling, but be able to just do something for my family. That's my collecting goal. Like to make a big change in my life. Like I would love to be able to cash out sometime and obviously keep some stuff. But I guess focusing on collecting my end goal. I don't think there's an end goal, man. Because there's like I'm focusing now. PSA 9 first edition base, Zapdos cards. But man, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I am chasing that are really expensive. And I'm definitely going to be on, it's like the next phase of collecting. So I can't even see past that right now. But yeah, that'll be always adapting. I don't see an end personally. So, which will be good for content because I don't see an end. The number of rounds with Jake Paul, I'd probably get clapped real quick. The dude's a beast. I've been watching all of his boxing fights. He got a little sloppy in the last one, but he still pulled out the W. He knew what he was doing. He got the most strikes in. I don't know, man. The dude's a monster. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, so I don't think I'd take a chance at all. I'd try and scare him a little bit, maybe get a lucky punch in, but man, I'm not a boxer or a fighter. This was able to be my full-time job. I'd do this all day over engineering. I don't even plan on using my engineering degree once I get it. I'm in sales. I'm a business development manager, and I was going to school for engineering because I wanted to be a mechanical engineer and do CAD, but got a promotion out of that job into what I'm doing now, and now it's behind me, and I don't want to go back because I like what I do, working with customers and designing stuff in. There's still a very technical aspect to my job, which I love, so I'm going to get the degree. It's going to be a piece of paper I put up on my wall, but I will never be a mechanical engineer. I like what I do. I like sales. I like business development. I like getting my company money. That's so I would do YouTube or Pokemon selling and collecting full time any day of the week. So that's my easy answer. Okay, hey, looks like this is a question from Caleb Dunn. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, looks like you won't be struggling to get questions this time. That is correct because we got like 104 of them, but half of them my response probably. So like 50 of them, still a lot. So this might be a long video. So let me know down below if this is boring out of your mind. But I think it's pretty cool. At least I'll be able to look back on this and when I'm 97 and be like, man, I was an idiot. We'll see. We'll see if I'm still around then. But there's Pokemon still around. That'd be wild. If I'm 97, that's like 7 years from now. That'd be almost a 100-year-old Pokemon game. Wow. 100th anniversary. Hey, it looks like you won't be struggling to get the questions. Glad to see your videos popping off. Enjoy watching these smaller channels. Appreciate you, though. Because your collection journey sort of flies under the radar. Anyway, my question would be, what was your single greatest accidental find in a collection? Like, have you found any really nice, valuable cards that you weren't part of the valuation? I've seen people grading gold stars that weren't valued, so I was just curious if this happened to you as well. Thanks for sharing your journey. P.S. Mega sad the Zapdos didn't cross to a 10. Same. I almost cried, actually. I was pretty sad that I got a 9, but I survived. As far as, honestly, this most recent collection, it wasn't like one Grail card that was hidden. Like I know Scott Pratt bought a collection. He got his University Magikarp or something out of it, which is madness. But this last collection that I paid almost $10,000 for, I had an idea of the conditions of some of the cards, but to get the box of cards and see the number of mint cards was my biggest find. Every card is basically mint, gradable. There's probably close to 700 first edition fossil cards, multiple of the non-hollow sets. So like 5 first edition Gengars, mint. All the other rares, mint. I love digging through boxes of Pokemon just to find that type of stuff. Like, just crazy stuff like that. Like, the only other one I can think of is I bought like a $400 binder off Facebook Marketplace locally a while ago. And basically, all I saw was like a base set and some jungle cards. So I bought it, and then in the back of it was the CD promos, the Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise. That Charizard graded a CGC 10. And then I sold it, which was a terrible idea. But in hindsight, it probably got me to somewhere where I wasn't. But man, I would buy that card back right now, because it's a CGC 10. Those don't come across very often. The other two are 9.5s. So gem, mint, CD promos, no sleeves, in a 3-ring binder. It's unheard of. Like, you would never expect to hear that. That was pretty wild. Next question from Scott's Binder. Scott's Binder's got some can type. What was the first card of sentiment you pulled, or the most sentimental, regardless the popularity or value? The one with the most meaning behind it, and why? So I don't have many cards that I've pulled out of packs. This card is the most sentimental. PSA 6 base set unlimited Charizard. My dad bought it for me raw for like $45 in 2001. Up in Traverse City, Michigan. Brought it home. It was in one of those magnetic cases. up until last year. Took it out of my underwear drawer, got it graded, got a 6. Didn't pull out of a pack. Like I said, I haven't pulled many cards that I own out of packs because my childhood collection got given away. We'll talk about that later, maybe. But I guess if I got to pick a card I pulled, would probably be my Amazing Rare Rayquaza. Pulled it out of a pack, sneak peek. Did like the sneak peek build and battle kit. Got the Rayquaza out of the pack. Graded my Rayquaza. Got a CGC 10. That's pretty huge. I looked at it, I'm like, dang. Perfect. And I think they give me a 9.5 centering, which is horse donkey. So, that's it. Kenny, what is your most important lesson learned while getting into the collecting hobby? Thanks again. Congrats on 400. Most important lesson learned while getting into the collecting hobby. Set goals. 100%. That's first thing that came to mind. You want to set yourself some goals. You don't want to go on a PWCC marketplace on their monthly auction and just start clicking on bid. Because it can be a dirty rabbit hole. Like you can start buying it was only $11, but you can buy a bunch of stuff you don't need unless you're buying it to flip it because you see it as a low value. That's what I would do. Is if you see something of value, buy it just to flip it if you don't want to keep it. But try and stick to goals. Try not to venture outside of them because then you're going to end up spending more money than you planned. Focus on one thing, complete it, sell it, or keep it, whatever you want to do. Just focus on it. Obviously, if you see something that comes up, buy and sell it if that's what you're into. But like if I'm focusing on something and I see like a PSA 8 first edition Charizard come on the market that's $2,500 below market, of course I'll pick it up even though I don't need it, and I'd probably flip it to make my money. But set goals, you'll do okay for sure. Question from Gustav: when did you start collecting Pokemon? Kind of answered that earlier. Basically got into it last year, so was all raw cards until the end of last year. Question from Ruben: is Slacks TV your brother? No, it is not. I did look him up though, and he looks kind of like me. We have good beards. Question from Sean B. I'm pretty sure you had less than 9 subs when I jumped on the Shiz train. Much love, my brother. Much love. My question for you is, what's your number one set you collect the most? Mine is first edition Shadowless. I already know Zapdos is your favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is, take a guess, it's the first Pokemon Ash caught season 1. There's your hint. Butterfree? Am I wrong? That's what comes to mind. So my favorite set is Shadowless, not first edition. So this row is Shadowless Pokemon. This entire row. This entire first row is Shadowless. So I got tons and tons of Shadowless cards. I have tons graded, as you might have saw from my returns. Tons of the starters are graded. Tons of hollows graded. No plans of ever trading, selling those. I think I have like 20 more Shadowless hollows going in this 192 CGC sub going. I literally grade them in any condition just to have them. But I love the Shadowless sets. Like I said, I got tons of them. I can make probably 7 plus non-hollow sets. I have almost 200 Shadowless Digletts. So if anybody has Shadowless Digletts, I need them. I want to fill a 360 card binder with just Digletts, and I'm about 160 off. So let me know. Question from Mookie: congrats on 400 subs. Well deserved, boss. 1K on the horizon. Hell yeah, brother. I've seen this channel grow from terrible audio and video with no thumbnail, confusing titles, random video chit chats, and now you actually learn to be a decent content creator. Thanks. Glad I was there on the worst. I really appreciate your content now. Look at you with the thumbnails, logo, fancy intro, and better audio and video quality. We'll get into it a little bit more about the audio and video because somebody I know asked a question about it. Keep up the grind. As a fellow mechanical engineer student, I understand the hardship. It's my 6th year. Yeah. I also enrolled only a few classes per semester. For my question, what is your first Pokemon memory, and when did you decide to go on collecting Pokemon? So the collecting again was last year. First Pokemon memory is getting. My parents were divorced. I got a silver version at my mom's, and then I got a silver version at my dad's, same morning. So, and I was just as excited both times. So I was like, hell yeah, I got 2, brother, let's go! 2 different saves. 2 saves. That's it. Yeah, mechanical engineering is not the funnest thing in the world. That's for sure. Math is hard. Math is hard. Mej D, how'd you get into the Pokemon life, and why only vintage? It's where the money's at, brother. Basically, nostalgia is with Wizards of the Coast, E-Series, early Pokemon. That's the main reason for vintage. I know how to play Pokemon. My really good friend who bought me my Zapdos mat plays it, goes to tournaments. I have gone with him a long time ago, a few years, but I still can play. I want to play here soon. So I'm into modern, playing it, not collecting it, unless there's a cool Zapdos card like the Galarian alternative art ones. Vintage costs more. You could sell it for more nostalgic. That's why. Got into the Pokemon life, like I said, because I was literally scrolling Facebook Marketplace, not looking for anything. I didn't even search anything. Just scrolling on it. Saw this guy post up his binder for $2,300. Messaged him, met him, bought it with cash, left. Rest was history. Shortly after that, joined my first Facebook group, which is the one I'm moderating now, the Wizards of the Coast group. And after joining that, just snowballed. Seeing everything, these people buying and selling daily, like this is a lifestyle, and I'm in. Let's roll. So it went downhill pretty quickly. Something to consider. Question from TK. When selling, this is answering my PWCC thing. I had asked a question about PWCC, and he's not asking a question here. No questions. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, thanks again for that answer, TK. Insert pause home. That's his name. What is your biggest regret purchase? Congrats on the 400. Ooh. Regret purchase. When I think regret, I think money. Like most people probably do. So, I bought my first PSA 10 Shadowless Zapdos for $3,400. And then a month later bought a second one for $2,000 because the market crashed. So I would say probably that first purchase was a L. I definitely lost $700 on that because then I sold one of them, whichever one was the worst condition based on what I thought, for $2,700. So in hindsight, I kind of made money, but if you look at it, I sold for less than my highest purchase, so that kind of sucked. I've bought a collection for $100 that 90% of it was fake. That was a lot of Heart Gold, Soul Silver cards, so I was not familiar with what those fakes would look like, and they got me. They got me pretty bad. They didn't know what they had. They just thought they were real. It was only $100, but I literally threw it in the dumpster when I got home. I'm like, it's not even worth finding the miscellaneous 50 cards that are not that are real. So that kind of sucked too. Next question. Civic 2004 Racer. Nice job of making it 400. I followed your post in the Poke groups and finally decided to give you a follow to get you to 400. Much appreciated. I see you do massive submissions to CGC and consistently getting 9.5 and under grades. That Zapdos crossover was tough to see at PSA. How many CGC 10s have you gotten back out of all of your submissions? Thanks. Charizard CD promo. Rayquaza, Amazing Rare English. Snorlax, Golden Snorlax, English from one of the recent sets. That wasn't my card. I submitted it for a friend, but I pulled a 10. That was pretty beautiful. The gold label, gold card. Three in all of my submissions. I think that's it. Ouch. That's not good. It's rough. It's rough out there. I'm so ready for bed, but let's get into this. Let's go. Darkfall. If you're not allowed to pick up a Zapdos card, what would your favorite card of all time? This Amazing Rare Kyogre. It's my favorite art for Kyogre. Over the Gold Star crap. F that $3,000 PSA 10 plus whatever crap. Cheaper. Let me know if you find I've yet to see a CGC 10 English one. I've seen 2 CGC 10 Japanese, but they don't have subgrades, and I would never buy those in my life. Literally, it's worthless to me. Moe. Firstly, congrats, 400 plus subs. Now you deserve it, man. Raw, genuine, funny guy. Hope you keep up the content when you have school stuff to do. So my question would be, when you go to buy a large collection like the last one, how do you set about valuing it? Do you just price it on the big cards and then the rest is a bonus, or how? And what is your favorite modern card? Can be anything, doesn't have to be fancy. So modern card, probably this or the Galarian Zapdos. Both cards yet to see English CGC 10s in existence, but if you find them, let me know. I'll buy it for sure. Below $1,000. The collection. I actually did this on a spreadsheet for this collection. Because he had it so well organized by set, I listed all the set names. Base set. It was Shadowless. No, there was no base unlimited. There was a Shadowless, Jungle, Fossil, First Ed Unlimited, First Ed Unlimited, Gym, First Ed Unlimited. And basically threw an arbitrary value for each set. Like if I took the set and if I just ripped it out of the binder and did a 99-cent no reserve auction, what do I think this would pull? And that's worst case. Like if I just wanted to blow these sets onto eBay, sell them as is, don't put any time into it besides taking pictures, how much money could I return from this set? And I knew from doing that, worst case for these, I would break even on just the sets I saw. So this was it was a risk because of that, but I knew selling a singles I could make money, and I saw the First Ed Lugia. And I definitely lowballed the sale price, so I definitely lowballed what I estimated the sets at. But that's usually how I do it. So this one was well organized, so that's how I did it. If they're not well organized and they're not by set, then yes, I probably look at what I went and bought a collection in Baltimore for a similar price. I think it was $9,000. Drove there, met the guy, and he wanted the 9K, and that's what we agreed upon before I went. And this was not sets. It was just a bunch of hollows in a binder with a bunch of other random cards. Well, basically, what I did there is like, okay, how can I recoup $9,000? I want to recoup my money, and the rest will be profit. So I looked at, okay, if I grade these 12 cards. If I grade these 12 cards express, so I got to dump in another 60 times 12, 72, 720. I got to dump in another $720 to get these graded express. They come back, and it'll basically get my money back if they get the grades I'm estimating. And then I play the waiting game, which is what happened. So a lot of these CGC returns I just got were from that collection. I did an express. I got a CGC 9 Lugia, sold it for $5,000. Basically, half of that paid for half of the collection. So usually I am looking at those more expensive cards. Okay, I could flip these, and then the rest is profit. That's kind of what I'm looking at. If that answers your question, I hope so. If not, shoot me a message. Next question from Cameron. Hey, bro, congrats on reaching 400 subs. Looking forward to you reaching 4,000. After watching your recent big collection purchase and submission returns, I'm really interested to understand what your end game is as far as personal collection goals, intent in staying in the buy sell game for long term, or whether it is to make ends meet for another purpose. Your inventory is now so large it could realistically self-sustain for long as you're enjoying it. Keep up the amazing work. At cardboard_envy from the down under. Great, appreciate the question. Collection goals kind of stayed on first head base, PSA 9 right now. Definitely intending on staying in the Pokemon game for the long term, buying, selling. I love it too. It's ingrained into me right now, man. Like I'm telling you, I'm sad, really sad about it. But I just missed this Heritage auction because of this busy weekend. I completely just whiffed. Didn't even get to look at it live once. Haven't even looked at the sold prices on anything. So I'm looking forward to that. But man, I'm telling you what, this is I could see myself doing this as a living. It would be pretty awesome. So definitely going to be in this for the long haul for sure. Inventory is large, yeah. Which is why I'm thinking about PWCC being an option here when I go back to class. So we'll see how it plays out. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's about it, man. A Ching. Thank God it's not a duck race. Yes, it's not a duck race. My question is, how do I level up my collection? I want to move my collection up in value and size, but I'm struggling to do so. And it stayed at around 1K value for a while now. Appreciate your time and response, and also congrats on the 400 mate. Yeah, 1K in no time. So, Mr. Ching. I was in the exact same boat, basically, a year. Like, when I was getting into this, the only way to level it up is literally by buying collections, whether it's a $300 collection. When you're buying either completed sets or collections, those people are taking hits. It's up to you to make sure they take a hit and that you're the one going to profit because you're the one putting in all the work. But honestly, to move from a $1,000 collection, and if you're not putting any income to it, you obviously got to liquidate because you're not going to trade up that rapidly. Like if you're sitting on $1,000, say it's broken into 10 cards, each card's $100, you're not going to trade your $100 card for a $200 card. And if you're not dumping in payroll, then your only choice is to liquidate some, get cash, buy raw. That's about it. Because slabs are like stocks. You buy them. You don't, which is why on Facebook you don't see slabs selling unless somebody's searching for it. Usually the people on Facebook are trying to buy for profit. So when you buy raw, that's where you profit. You can either grade the card to make money, or if you're buying a raw collection, you can sell the cards individually to make profit, which is what I did. So I'd buy $300 collection here, $200 collection here, $500 collection here, and I would literally take all the good cards, put them into this binder. So I'd have a binder filled with good cards, all hollows, 15 pages maybe worth, and then I would sell them individually. I'd post pictures of all 15 pages on Facebook, and I would have a price sheet at the end listing the price of each card, and I would literally sell raw cards individually. And you literally make so much money off of buying collections that way. You don't have to grade a thing, and you're still making money. And then that's how you make your collection bigger. Like that. That's it. You get more money, and then you can buy more cards. But that's the way I raised the money originally, was through selling raw, and that was a grind. I'd make my sales post. I'd have to bring my binder upstairs after work hours and take tons of pictures because people want to see front, back, left, right, corner, blah, 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 blah for the raws. But you can make some good money. That's for sure. And you build like this is a lot of just bulk. Like I'd buy collections. I just file it. It is what it is. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Busho, congrats on 400 subs. What is your first YouTuber you remember watching? TJ Hunt, and it's in my it's on my YouTube. If I go on my YouTube page, your channel, and if I go under about, actually mention TJ Hunt in there. He was my first YouTube subscription. He is a car guy. 2 million subs now. I don't even remember what he has. Probably like 600K or so when I started following him. But rebuilds cars, tuners. He does a drift racing. Just a good dude. And he's more of a vlogger. It's not so much like a finance channel type thing where they've got scripted videos almost. And I like his vlog style. I love it. Kind of inspires me to do the types of videos I do a little bit more vlog style and not so much scripted. So TJ Hunt's the man. I think he was probably one of the first people I've ever bought merch from. Make some sick merch. Ian the Mad Dabber. We're at 43 minutes. Thanks for another giveaway, Josh. Congrats at 400. Going to be 1K before you knew it. My question is, what type of engineering program are you in? And what's your course load going to be like for the first term you're back? I just went back to school grad level myself, and it's been so busy. Answer this question first. So going for mechanical engineering, I got like 12 classes, 10 classes. I've generally always take one class a semester. More than that, I don't see my family. Because you figure 2 days for class, 2 days for homework, and I go after work, so that's after 5 p.m., so that's 4 days out of the week I'm doing school. And it's usually during the weekdays. And usually I don't do enough during the weekdays, so it funnels over into the weekends. So for me to take 2 classes, I would definitely cut into work time, and that's an L. So one class, it's definitely going to eat some of my time. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out with Pokemon. Pokemon question is, what do you think the impact on the values would be of the original cards that have been reprinted in celebrations such as Birthday Pikachu, Shining Magikarp, etc.? Don't think they will be affected much at all. Similar to the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they print the crap out of everything. Reprints. The originals stay true, unaffected. They're collected because they're originals. So I don't see them changing much at all, if anything. Especially even like the base Charizard, Blastoise, it won't change. I don't think. LA Rams coming back. Yep, they're coming back. That's good. All right, Desmond. Congrats on the 400, dude. Well deserved. 1K coming. Here's my question: do you think it's worth slabbing personal cards, no matter the condition, if you just want to keep them for personal collection? 100% yes. Which is why I graded my PSA 6 first, or PSA 6 Charizard. I'm gonna be grading this thing just to get it encapsulated because it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's me. Do I look the same? So yeah, you can encapsulate anything just to get it out of the weather. That'll be awesome. Highly recommend. I graded or encapsulated a couple of art cards, so those things are sick. Like people hand drew on my cards and I encapsulated them. They're pretty cool. Okay, all right. How many kids do you have? 2. Answer that a while ago. Can you make an updated video on your personal Zapdos collection? Yes. How deep are you invested into the console games? I think I have a little over $10,000 worth of games. Yeah, about 10,000, I'd say, because I think I was at that with my silver version, so it's probably just below that now. Congrats on 400 subs. My question is, what's the card you wish you could have back that you traded or sold? CGC 10, CD promo Charizard, 100%. I graded that card. CGC was new. That was last year, August, October-ish. One of the first graded lots I've ever done. And I got a 10. So I'm like, all right, it probably was. It was probably the first time I ever graded with CGC. And it was like 10, 13 cards or something. And got it back. And I got a 10. 295s. I'm like, wow, 10s are easy. So if I could sell this CGC 10 for the same price as a PSA 10, I'm doing pretty good. That's exactly what I did. And yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Congrats on 400 subs. How'd you get into hockey as a fan? Got into hockey as a fan because my dad loved hockey. I played a lot of hockey in the street growing up. Played roller hockey. I still play hockey. If you can see them, I got some hockey sticks sitting right here. I don't ice skate. I play ball hockey. It's a lot of running. But yeah, basically as a child, sitting down watching it with my dad, getting into it, playing it on the Sega. So I'm a huge diehard Red Wings fan. So those are my boys. I love them. Like I could deal with them losing. The Lions I can't bear to watch. I can watch the Red Wings because I can watch hockey. It seems better more often. I don't know. I love hockey more, I guess. Okay. Do you ever sell slabs locally? Have a good one. Question from Recon. No. No. I went to a local game store in the last 4 months and made a proposition to them to basically for them to commission my cards. I would give them a handful of CGC graded cards or graded cards, and they would take 25% of the sale. But they turned me down because of insurance reasons. They didn't want to insure everything. They didn't want to be responsible for my cards if something got stolen. I respect it. I plan on doing a local card show soon. So that would be the best bet to sell my cards locally. Question from Impairments Fortnite. Hey man, been watching for a while now. Love the vids. What are your top 5 favorite Pokemon cards that you would want in your collection? Price doesn't matter. Top 5 favorite Pokemon cards. PSA 9 First Edition Charizard. I need that. I need the Blastoise. I need the Venusaur. I need those 3. PSA 10 First Edition Zapdos. One more card. Probably a card that might not ever exist. It's a CDC 10 of this. That'd be pretty sick. Neil Kim, what were your family and friends' reactions to you buying or selling trading cards in the beginning and over time? Yeah. So my family, my wife, when I told her I was going to meet a gentleman in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and buy $2,300 worth of Pokemon cards, she sharded herself. She is not much of a nerd and didn't understand what I was doing. But she trusts me with money. I do pay our bills and handle most of our finances. And obviously, if I took an L, then I probably would never do it again. But I basically told her, hey, I'm going to buy this. I plan on flipping it and selling it in a week. Let's see what happens. And she said, okay, let's roll. So after me doing that, it got easier, right? So me being able to do exactly what I said I was going to do, softened the blow for the next one, because then I soon thereafter bought $3,500 worth of first edition base set packs, which at the time was a decent deal. Bought 3 of them, and then sold them for like $5,200, so made some more money. So just her seeing me do these large investments and keep succeeding was good. Also bought one of the earlier investments was last March, a year and 8 months ago, whatever it was. I bought 10 XY Evolutions booster boxes for $100 a piece, because our vacation got canceled. So I just got, I guess, I don't know, got lucky. But with that one I got lucky. The other ones were planned, calculated. But that one was more an investment. But basically I was able to show my wife that, hey, I know what I'm doing and I can make some money doing this, and then start collecting at the same time. But so she was probably the easy one. I'm sure my in-laws were kind of skeptical. They were definitely skeptical, but I don't know. Everyone, it seems like most of they're like fascinated by it. A lot of people, they're just like, "What? You sold what for how much money?" Like my YouTube video selling that binder for $15,000. It's it's literally it's Pokemon cards for tons and tons of money, and it's people can't wrap their minds around it. So they know I'm doing well with this, because YouTube and the family sees it through YouTube and whatever else. But I don't know. I never really faced much attrition because I kind of held my job the whole time, and I've had my job for over 10 years. But it's kind of, they saw it as a side hustle that grew astronomically, and now doing pretty well. So they see that and they're like, mad props, bro. That's about it. They're like, show me more. What do I need to buy? And it's tough. It's tough with that because they're like, what do I? It's like stocks, like right, like I can't forecast the stocks. And if I see a collection I want to buy, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna tell you to buy it because then there's tons, like there's so much work that goes into it, and there's so much work I would have to do to explain to you what to do. It's almost not worth the time. So much time and research has been spent on YouTube to learn so much different stuff. That's my biggest recommendation. Just while you're at the gym, while you're working, listening to podcasts, just keep educating yourself, and you'll make smart decisions. Like those XY Evolutions boxes, just it was literally just PokeRev. He put the little nugget in my head, and he's like, "Yeah, man, these are $100. It's not right." Like, and it wasn't. Those are cheap. That was cheap. Um, so I wish I bought more than 10. Nelson Alvarez, hey, been following you since day one. Damn. Why? Oh, that's crazy. And it's nice to see you get 400 subs. Keep up the good content. I've asked this question before, but didn't understand it right the first time. I bought a $4,000 vintage collection, and I'm breaking my heart trying to sort the cards. What's the most effective method in selling off the collection to build some rep? So rep to means reputation, selling raw through Facebook or Instagram, and then people leaving you feedback on, there's a feedback group in Facebook or on a feedback post on Instagram. More sales, more feedback, more rep. It's, you can get buyer rep similar, more buying, more rep, but $4,000 vintage collection, trying to sort the cards. What's the most effective method in selling? Yeah, I would, like I said, take all the expensive cards, put them in the binder. If you're not looking to grade, it's time consuming, expensive. I had a sneeze. Son of a gun. Put the cards in here that cost money, price them out as they should be priced, sell them. Every time you sell something, somebody should leave you a feedback. You'll grow rep. That's it. Like if you look at my rep post on one of the trade feedback groups, it's just, it's a grind, brother. Don Von Hall, as a new sub, I want to know a bit, so here are my questions. How do you finance your collection, job, and other Pokemon cards? What is your income outside of flipping? What's the best and worst deal you've done in Pokemon? So I finance my collection through work and selling Pokemon. Primarily, it's selling Pokemon. That was all I used last year. Was not my personal finances, not my personal money from my job, but this is basically there's a nest egg, and pretty much just reinvested any money I made in Pokemon back into Pokemon, and just like rapid growth. My income outside of flipping is yes. I have one. It's good. I'm a business development manager in the automotive sector. I sell fasteners to Ford Motor Company. And yeah, so it's enough for you maybe to look it up on Glassdoor, which is a website where you can see people's salaries and stuff, but I do a decent job. Hopefully that answers your question. Sevend 714 Touchdown Titans. Can I have some free haha JK. Why do you collect foreign cards? Seems like there isn't much demand for it. I don't collect foreign cards. My last collection I bought had a bunch of foreign cards. But yeah, I don't really have any foreign cards. I do. Like, I have some. Like, I have Korean Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They just look cool. Some of those ones. As far as Pokemon goes, I don't collect any. I won't. I'm not searching for any Japanese cards except maybe a Japanese CGC 10 of this with subgrades. Question from Gabriel Cortez. Which Charizard would you pick if you had to choose just one? Skyridge, Crystal Charizard, Shadowless Charizard, Gold Star Charizard, Legendary Collection, Reverse Hollow Charizard. Shadowless Charizard 100%. Not a big fan of Gold Stars. Legendary Collection Reverse is... It is what it is. The only other one would be maybe the Crystal Charizard. That card's pretty sick looking. Like the art. Yo, question is, what's your favorite restaurant? From Chad CMB. Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. I have a problem. Boneless garlic Parmesan wings, bro. Rebecca, congrats on 400 subscribers. What is your opinion on lower grade slabs? I am a full-time college student and can only afford slabs that are like 5s and 6s. Collect what you like, 100%, which is why I'm chasing PSA 7 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Those are decently priced. They look like higher grades. I'm a lot more nostalgic towards Yu-Gi-Oh, actually. I played that competitively a lot more and longer. So there's a lot of cards to me that mean a lot. And I want to get those just to have them in at least a PSA 7. Not a 8, not a 9, not a 10. Those are too expensive. So when I collect a slab, it's because I like it. I like this. I'm selling all the slabs I don't like. Like these. These are cool cards. I don't collect them. Yeah. The price will be there. Like, I don't see them tanking. But the price of I wouldn't pay, like, a PSA 5 it's darn near a raw price. So if you're finding PSA 5 slabbed, you're probably getting a decent value on them because the raw cards probably sell for about the same, if not more. So, what's your least favorite vintage Pokemon? This is from PokeCrash. What's your least favorite vintage Pokemon card that everybody else goes for? Charizard. I seem to only sell those. I don't collect them. I want a PSA 9 first ed one. That's like the only one I want. Any other one I've come across, sell it. Liquid. Also, one piece of advice you'd give out to any of the collectors and or resellers. Biggest thing is do some dang research. I tell you, I scour and I'm current with prices. I can walk into a store, look at raw cards, no prices. It's probably a bad thing, but yeah, just do your research is the biggest thing. Like, I get asked all the times, like, "Hey man, what do I do with this? Does this look real? Is this?" If you can make those decisions by yourself on the fly, then you're gonna be doing pretty good. Appraising a binder is huge. Like, if you could, it's huge. This is where you're gonna make your money. Somebody says, "Hey, I got this binder for sale." Sends you a video, flips through it. It's like appraising a trailer, like a storage unit, but in a much smaller size. Literally, each page is worth X value. Then you're at the end of the binder, you're sitting at, this could be worth this, so I'll give you this because I got to put in this much work. Knowledge. That's it. That's one of the most beneficial things of being a collector. Like I can look at any binder and tell you an approximate value on it without with condition aside because you can't really tell some of the times. But yeah. Question from Danielle Matatachi. Maddie, I butchered that. Sorry. Let's go. I love giveaways. Never won, but still enjoying every single one of them. My question would be, will Europeans get a Pokemon Center? Yes. I'll make that happen. I mean, we can't buy directly from Pokemon Company, and the secondary market for international products is robbing us. I'll call my people. They'll call Pokemon. We'll get this done. I'm a new sub. This is the Killzone, my favorite game, one of the favorite games on PlayStation 2. You have great content, man. Much appreciated. Glad I found your channel. Are you into any other TCGs, Yu-Gi-Oh? I got in Dragon Ball Super TCG a couple years ago, and it's great. Card art is amazing. I agree with you. That stuff looks insane. Some of the stuff I see on Instagram. Um, just, I can, my brain is at maximum capacity for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. I can't fit comic books or sports cards in there right now. I have a general idea of some of the really high-end sports cards, but looking through dollar boxes to find value is not something I'm ready to do with any other sport or card game besides Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Bourbon Boards. When are you going to have a dope green screen backdrop? Did that. You missed it, brother. I have one. It's actually sitting down here. Did it one time, did it a couple times. Not a big fan. Figure I'd rather just do this until I get my new house. And then I'll have an actual nice shelves and everything. It'll look nice, so I don't need a green screen. Not worth my time. And why is it that every card I send you for a rough price on, they are under $1? Odds. There's not a lot of cards that are worth a lot of money. Like all of these cards. This entire stack of cards is worth pennies each. So, but then you could find, you never know. Could find a first edition one. It could be worth something. It's random, bro. You know, luck. That's really what it is. Could we get a tour of your basement? No. I'm sorry, brother. This is it. I have a 1,000 square foot house, tiny house. So my basement is about 1,000 square foot, unfinished, not a Michigan basement. We got a concrete floor. You're literally looking at about a third of my basement right here. There's a pool table here, way over there, washer and dryer, wife's craft table, and a bed. There's a bed like right there, right there. Mother-in-law lived here for a little bit. Yeah, not a whole lot going on down here, brother. Fern P, great video, friend. Glad your precious video got the attention it deserved. That was some great content. My question would be, do you have experience selling your slabs locally through Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace? No. If yes, what tips do you have? What platforms have you used? And which do you prefer? I'm really trying to find an alternate way to sell slabs, especially when I get 300 plus slabs back sometime next year. eBay and other selling platforms will send you $10.99 after $600 in sales starting in 2022. Highly recommend. Selling for cash, Craigslist, Facebook is going to be really tough. Even selling on Facebook groups, slabs is tough. Like I've mentioned, people are looking for cards they want to collect. And it's going to be tough to find that guy that's looking for that 6.5 Alakazam. But they're out there. You can find them. But, yes, you are going to get $10.99 for over $600 in sales next year. That's the way it's going to go. So, suggestion is go legal and do it the proper way. Go through eBay, because eBay is the best platform for selling slabs. 100%. Or PWCC. PWCC, you will not get a 1099, but they suggest you claim it. They will wire you money. There's an option. Or you can go through a middleman that do consignments. I've done that. I sent 150 of them to Z&G Emporium. He took 20%, and he did all the work. Listed them on eBay auction, and I got a fat check. Easy peasy. That's probably the number one. That'll probably be a lot more popular next year, is going through middlemen. Looks like a couple more. Boom. SDC. Respect to the video and sound quality of your videos. What camera and mic and editing software do you use? So, 90% of my videos are all shot with a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. So, that's the camera and that's the microphone inside of my phone. This is being shot with my Galaxy S20 Plus. I then, after recording it, use a app called UCut. Free app. You can get a pro version. Literally, it is amazing. Highly recommend it to anybody. Take my video. I can overlay pictures. I do all that with this app. I chop it up. I put my intro, my outro. I do the transitions. I could literally, after this is done recording, I'll be done editing the video in the matter of 10 minutes. And then it saves it, and then I upload it to YouTube, all from my phone. And I don't even touch a computer most of the time. But when I do stream with my computer, I have my Yeti microphone. So I do have to use a mic. Generally, when I'm on my computer, I use my Yeti microphone. I have a Logitech webcam, C8320, I don't know, something like that. So I have those, and then when I do the pack, when I'm going through CDC Slabs, I use the webcam and my phone, so the phone is pointed at my hands. There's an app called Irion, so that connects to OBS. I can use my phone as a camera, so that's pretty huge. But generally, most stuff is on my phone. Let me know how it looks. How'd you choose your major? I didn't choose it. I was going to school for CAD, wanted a bachelor's in computer aided design and drafting. While I was doing that, I wanted to go into engineering. And in order to get into engineering, I was told I have to go to school for mechanical engineering. So then I stopped going to school for CAD, and then I switched to mechanical engineering, and now here I am. Anyways, that's it. Next step is the giveaway. So we're going to cut this video right here. We're going to get into the giveaway and get these things going. So when you win, or if you win something, message me on Instagram. My link's down below in the description. So send me a message on Instagram. We'll get these things moving for you. Okay, we're here for the giveaways. We have 48 unique comments. Again, giving away 5 different items. We have these 3 slabs, a Chilling Reign Elite Trainer box, and then Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. So going first, giving away the Kyogre. Do a random comment picker. You can only win 1 item. Best of luck. Don't forget to shoot me a message on Instagram, please. First winner is Zeno. Congratulations. You, I believe, might have been the last comment on the video. Next card given away, Shadowless Red Cheeks, CGC 5. Picking another winner. Zeno, you cannot win this one. Sorry. Desmond Fitzpatrick. Let's go, brother. Congratulations. Writing it down here. Desmond Fitzpatrick. Next up, giving away Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 for the N64 from Japan. Best of luck. The winner is Recon. Congratulations. Appreciate all your support. Everyone's support has been great. Next up, Articuno Skyridge Reverse CGC 6. Winner is not Recon. Winner is Japanese graded Pokemon. Congratulations. Now for the grand finale. Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Technically an error Elite Trainer Box. They only gave 8 packs instead of the proper 10. And the winner is Fern P. Congratulations. Thank you guys. Thanks again for everything. Appreciate all your support as always. That's all I got for tonight. Y'all have a good one.